This morning, I woke up excited in my first flight in which I would not have to take my passport and look awkwardly at TSA as they look over it. That's because 3 mornings ago, I found a piece of paper in the mail that has changed my life. I got a work permit. My deferred action was approved. But what exactly that means, I'm still trying to comprehend. What does this mean for me? After spending all my life undocumented, what does that make me now? I'm once again stuck in a state of non-belonging. Story of my life. Not a dreamer, not undocumented, but not, quote, American, because in 2 years this status will again be determined by our plagued political system. And what must I do so that I and my newly documented friends don't fall into the complacency that a legal status can bring? What if with legal status comes jobs, and with that sorry bro, I can't be as involved because I have a job now? What if with legal status comes the false belief that life is okay now, and that I can stop fighting as hard, that I can focus on living a, quote, normal life? What if with legal status comes the urge to buy into this consumer society, where I start measuring my success by the clothes I wear, or the cars some of us can now legally drive? What if with legal status comes amnesia to the pain I used to feel at living in the shadows, and I start to develop the same apathy I tried so hard to beat when I was in the shadows? As I look at this world past 30,000 feet below me, I remind myself that I am lucky. I am privileged, and I try to imagine the people living below these clouds, the ones I'm trying to help, my family, my community, mi gente. Because I didn't fight so hard to settle down after this little victory, and whatever privilege I have will serve as a tool to not be distracted as I'm faced with the question, what about my parents? What about my brother that doesn't qualify? What about the paisas waving at me when I go to Home Depot? Because it doesn't matter that I can get a job now while my amiga's mom is getting deported. It doesn't matter that I can get a job now while my dad still showers in his own sweat for a living. It doesn't matter that I can get a job now while my mother still longs to see the faces she grew up with in the land she grew up on. Not a dreamer, not undocumented, not done fighting.